Well, in what was undoubtedly the biggest game of cricket being played last night, Pakistan get it done. They just sneak home by 238 runs. They scored 1 million against Nepal. And Nepal, well, they gave it a go and they made three figures. They made three figures, Pezza, but it was about the experience for all involved.
Men v boys, first grade versus fourth grade. Pakistan rockets too much.
Indeed. TGC is brought to you by Cricket.com. Download the Cricket.com app right now for all the stats and analysis of games such as these. It's user-friendly and revamped for every cricket fan's liking. While you're in the neighbourhood of getting behind Cricket.com, why don't go to Cricket.com/TV, their YouTube channel. They've got explainers, fan cams, watch-alongs. It's all there. It's so much content every single week. On their YouTube channel. So go and subscribe over there. Pezza, first of the three things, should we talk about the great man Babar?
Of course. Babars bulk bits.
Babar's bulk bits.
In Australia, bits is a colloquialism in various places in the country for runs. So, 4 bits.
4 bits.
So Babar bulk bits, a bit of alliteration there. And he may have bulk bits as well. We don't know. But yeah, Pakistan back first. Bulk runs. It's Babar's 19th ODI ton. I expect no less. I think when you get to 150 in an ODI, you can call that daddy. I think anything plus 150 is a daddy.
I think plus 130 in a ODI.
Yeah. If I'm making 147 and I'm being denied a daddy status,
yes,
I'm not
harsh.
happy.
That's harsh.
I'm not happy. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so it's a daddy. He's gone daddy.
Yep.
And we expect that. Would you say he's laid down the gauntlet to some Indian batters? Or he's just had a stick?
I think, it was a bit of a net. I mean, he was dropped on 55, it should be said. But, when guys just go through the gears, I think his first 50 was off 70-something.
Yeah.
Between 51 and 100 came off 30-something. Yeah. It's 151 off 130-something, 14 fours, 4 sixes. He's just had a net.
Yeah.
He had a net.
It's his 19th ODI ton.
That's pretty good.
Doubtless his most memorable. He's the quickest to 19 ODI tons.
That's a big marker for a lot of people.
People are sitting watching this going, who was the quickest to 19? Well, that's Babar.
Previously it was Hashim.
Indeed.
Hashim Amla.
Packham.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that is not the stat I want to bring, though.
You want to bring some more stats?
I want to bring some more stats because there was some other shit that went on early-ish in the innings that I want to focus on. If Pakistan are to be a force at the Asia Cup and the subsequent World Cup where they could be playing against India in the final at Modi Stadium, and I'd like to go to that if it happens.
If anyone's got any spares, we're looking for 2 next to each other. In the main stand. Now, is this a segment you're introducing which will be carried on throughout most of this?
Asia Cup? I'm introducing now. Stat Dog Woof Woof.
Sorry for the ears just there, and your laptop microphone.
There were two runouts I want to focus on.
Yeah. Now we're getting to some real Pakistan stuff.
Right. Okay. Like Imam Ul Haq.
Yeah.
It's just hit and run shit.
Yeah.
And then Mohammad Rizwan looking great for his 40-odd or whatever, and you just watch it and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Why do you always do this dumb shit, Pakistan?
Every game.
It annoys me because I love them. Like I look at Mo Rizwan.
Yeah.
Like, you have developed a game. You are so good at cricket.
Player.
You are so good with the bat and the gloves and the beard, and we'll get into beers later.
Mm-hmm.
The entire package is phenomenal.
It's a great package.
And you can hit the best bowlers in the world wherever you want.
360,
you are a virtuoso, world-class, pride of your nation, pride of your region.
It's not a cricket bat, it's a wand.
He's gifted. Why are you doing that dumb shit? And the thing is, Pakistan has it in them nearly every game.
Every game.
I kind of like it.
I mean, it's entertaining.
It's entertaining. I like whatever the mentality is. But I'm like, fucking cut it out.
Yeah. How good you'd have to be to get to that level and then achieve the successes that they've had. And like every fucking game, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. If your 10-year-old did that, and then you go easy on them because you've read parenting books and that kind of thing or whatever. But you'd be like, hey, pay attention.
Any fucking danger.
You're letting yourself down.
Jesus Christ.
Or whomever you subscribe to.
Right.
Subscribe to us on YouTube, by the way, as well, on top of the cricket.com boys.
If you're not a Jesus guy, then TGC.
Worshipping at an altar.
Yeah.
I got caffeine, right here. Long black, motherfucker. Yeah. Anyway, and my stat dog, Woof Woof, is... and this is courtesy of cricket.com. We've got some fucking a good stats database, genuinely. We wake up in the morning, and the team at cricket.com, I mean, we're watching the game, obviously, so we get it live on WhatsApp, but we just get ploughed with stats.
Yeah,
everyone likes the ploughing.
Yeah.
For us, it's stats.
Stats.
And one of them, which is I've selected today.
This is good.
But this is most involvements in a run-out for a player in ODIs post-2019 World Cup. Now, you think that's a little bit of Equinox stuff, but ODIs are essentially only relevant for World Cups. So post-World Cup. At the top is Babars from Pakistan, who has been involved in 9 runouts. Now, that can happen when you bat a long time. Yeah. That can happen. 9 runouts. It's a form of dismissal.
Sometimes you get out. Sometimes the other guy gets out.
It's a white ball game.
Yeah.
People are trying to make runs.
Yeah.
It's the brackets, the parentheses that follow.
This
that
becomes interesting.
Babars has been involved in 9 runouts since 2019 World Cup. 0 dismissals for self, 9 for partner. Now, that is a good player. That is, that's Steve Waugh-esque.
What's amazing is that the other 2 in the top 3 are from the USA and PNG, who obviously play a lot more white ball cricket and particularly one-day cricket. And
Norman Vanua from PNG, 8 runouts, 4 self, 4 partner.
4-4.
Now, what I want the cricket.com guys to do next time is forget the aggregate number of runouts and just get into the percentages of self versus partner. And then we can figure out characters. Okay, that was Babars. Iftikhar Ahmed, he made 100, and it's his first for Pakistan ODI cricket. Fair enough. Everyone's up and about. Settle down, I reckon, Nepal. That's just my own personal view. Well, pride of the nation again, but...
It was Iftikhar's first ODI 100, 109 red off 71, 11 fours, 4 sixes, but just a little bit of carry on for
commentators.
Come on,
Nepal.
One thing I enjoyed the most about, just going back to Babar, the thing I enjoyed the most about his innings is that he didn't come out to captain in the second innings for the fielding innings. Just had a stick, 151 off 131. See you later, boys. Just blow them away now.
Yep. And blow them away they did, introducing the second thing, Shadab Khan aesthetics. Okay, before that, let's talk about the bowling innings. What's his name? Shaheen Shah Afridi, 9-11's a captain, ball 1. Takes a review with him. And Nepal 14
that was
for
the
3.
most satisfying thing. There was an action-packed first over. So the first ball went for 4 through the offside, through a misfield. Then there was a tickle down the leg side, which went for 4. Then the next ball after that was strangled down the leg side. The captain, Pordell, comes in, gets his front pad blown off first ball, and it's just the most plumb thing. It's just a typical Shaheen wicket.
Yeah. Left arm swing out, right-hander, no chance.
Hit him in front of all 6 stumps. And
that's still coming down.
And he's like, well, I am the captain. I don't usually get a review, so I think we better have a look at that.
That's right. I always get 1. I've got Bell's palsy. So
takes it with him.
Yeah, and it was just rockets. It's too fast.
Well, this is what I want to talk about, Pez, in this instance, is that, a lot of people talk about when a Nepal comes in or a Hong Kong last time, it's like, well, this is so good for their development of the game. Pez, when has it ever been good for anyone to face 3 guys bowling 150s and then the spinner comes in and takes 4 for 27? It's like, well, I reckon next time Nepal should actually make the Super 8s in the 2027 World Cup. It's not good for anyone, except for stats.
Yeah, whenever you get traumatized with high violence, you tend to withdraw from that thing, whether it's cricket or life, or the hand of your father.
Because
Dad never hit me.
Because you see the heights of playing that top level, and you're like, okay, well, if I keep working this game, but usually what you realize is like, oh, I'm not good enough. Yeah. That's what you...
I don't want to do that again. It frightened me and my life.
Now, of course, the answer is that, exposure against these top nations, and then more people will be interested in the sport, and then, in a generation's time, then more good players will come along. Of course, that's the answer.
The associate nonces are going to come for us with pitchforks after that comment.
I understand all this. This is a great achievement from Nepal to even be there. It's a wonderful country, and they love their cricket. I get it, okay? It's not good for anyone. No one's getting better after getting blown away like this.
Festival of dangerous ideas. Hey. Getting out to fast bowling is not good for you. Okay? It's just an alternative. It's great for their development. No, it's not. And then it's painful.
And then the spinner gets the best figures.
Yeah.
Because you can't pick him.
Anyway, other important things. Shadab Khan has a very hot beard.
Yeah.
And he's a very attractive man, and I think that needed to be pointed out.
Nice eyes as well.
You said this off air. Nazim Shah, what sort of vibe is he giving you?
He's giving me like a bad boy he's giving me like a bad boy Asian boy band vibes.
Yes.
You know?
Bad boy Asian boy band vibes.
It rolls off the tongue.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to note a couple of hot beards and hot boys from Pakistan.
Finally someone's ranking them.
Okay, so that was that innings, and that was the game. The third and most important thing, and people have been getting crow's feet about this the entire show, and the one before is, how do you pronounce Nepal? Or is it Nepal?
Nepal.
Or is it Nepal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Because we did get a crow's feet from BR-MD2XM. Okay, so that person's look up pornography at all costs and times. He says Higgins' pronunciation of, and he couldn't spell pronunciation correctly, so that's kind of funny. But of Nepal as Nepal is giving me crow's feet. Background for me in Australia, everyone says Nepal.
Yeah, because it's British English.
Is that right?
So
I'm not saying that's necessarily what should happen, but that's the background. I'm not trying to be difficult about it or
There's a delineation
disrespectful.
between American English and British English, and we obviously use British English in Australia. And
do we?
The pronunciation is Nepal. Now, like in American English, it is apparently Nepal.
Okay.
So that's the delineation.
Well, look, my value on this is I tend to when it comes to names and the way people want to be named.
Of course.
I'll go with what people ask. Like,
You
for
defer,
example,
right.
we defer. There's no skin off my nose. I don't need to say Nepal.
No.
Just what we've been exposed to growing up. We learnt this the hard way with Punjab, which we used to say, but people say Punjab, right? And you just end up getting used to it,
right?
So that's all good. So do people want Nepal? I'll do it. I'm good for it.
But I've been talking about Paul Rifle the entire time.
Yeah. No, Paul. Stop straying from your unerring off bail line. But for me,
I thought Pakistan were playing against Paul Rifle. It was 11. He gets one out there.
It's the age-old question, how do you pronounce Paris? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you mean Paris?
What do you do? Do you get the Winnie the Pooh monocle out and say, I defer to the locals and say Paris? I say croissant.
Yeah, right.
I don't say croissant.
Yes.
I say croissant.
Yeah.
When I am, in Italy, do I say bruschetta? Mm-hmm. Do I roll the R, bruschetta, prosciutto? Mm-hmm. Do I, or say prosciutto? Mm. These are open-ended questions. I want to hear from the comments. I don't say ni hao, I say ni hao.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over speaking Mandarin. If I want a beer in China, do I say Tsing Tao or do I say Tsing Tao? Tsing Tao.
Mm-hmm. If you're talking to Ricky Ponting and you refer to him as his nickname, do you say punter or do you say punta?
Do I say Germany or Deutschland? We get into that? And speaking of cultural...
Just a couple of white guys talking about language
Tsing Tao.
on the internet.
Tsing Tao. Ni hao.
Stop saying that.
It feels good.
I bet it does. What I wouldn't give.
Hashtag ASKTGC, learning about the Nagan dance. The Nagan dance.
Now we're talking, yeah.
Boy, this is from Tequina 7. Or Tequina 7. Boys, Nagan literally translates... Nagan.
Yeah.
See, I just get that from the miso.
Yeah. Always Nagan.
It's a Nagan dance.
Yeah.
Literally translates to a female snake.
Yeah, that's right.
Nagan dance is the snake dance to the tune of the snake charmer, another stereotype which would stay away from.
Yeah,
Remember we were talking to Shiv, who looks after us in India, and we were like, a bit worried about going through the domestic airports in India. It's like, mate, there aren't snake charmers there. Do you think you're going to roll in on an elephant with a snake charm? No, Shiv! Now for some sultry, repressed, liberating reason, that style of dance mostly comes from drunk uncles at wedding functions where they lift up their hands above their heads resembling the snake's hood and move to the tune from the top to rolling on the floor, channeling the Nagan within them.
Yeah.
That's how it is in the mainstream here, and now it is a thing between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, and I hope we get to see some of this in the Asia Cup.
Oh, I appreciate that description, and that is one of the most wonderful things about this Asian Cup. It's like it's from all walks of life. It creates dance, it creates poetry into our hearts, and we're looking forward to these rivalries every single day in this 50 over World Cup where we get great matches like this one. You know what's coming up though, Pezza? India, Pakistan, baby, on the weekend. Oh, I'm going to have a look at that, and we'll see you next time right here on TGC. Cheers.